A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students of 12th class subject botany, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, today on 24th of this July 2021, our topic is back cross. Before this back cross, we have studied the test cross. Now today we will study this back cross. First of all, we will define what is this back cross. A genetic cross between a hybrid organism and one of the original parent is called a back cross. So it is the definition of this back cross that a genetic cross between a hybrid organism and one of the original parent is called a back cross. The result of back cross depends on the parental type. The result of the back cross depends on the parental type. So you should understand here that when a cross is made between a hybrid organism and one of the original parents, the result of this cross will be the parental type. Now, a back cross between the F1 heterozygous individual and a homozygous dominant type gives the progeny having dominant traits only. This is very much important here, that a back cross between the F1 heterozygous individual and a homozygous dominant type gives the progeny having dominant traits only. This is the another condition, that when a cross is made between the heterozygous individual and homozygous dominant type organism, it will give the progeny having the dominant traits only. Another condition is a back cross between F1 heterozygous individual and homozygous recessive parent. Here is another condition, that a back cross between F1 heterozygous individual and homozygous recessive parent, it produces offspring of both types. So these are the conditions of this back cross, very much important. Now the examples of back cross. A monohybrid cross between a homozygous black Geneva pig and homozygous white Geneva pig gives F1 of heterozygous progeny. So this is an example of back cross, that a monohybrid cross between a homozygous black Geneva pig and a homozygous white Geneva pig gives F1 of heterozygous progeny. The back cross of F1 heterozygous black individual and homozygous black parent will produce black progeny only. So these are the examples of back cross. Now the uses of back cross. The back cross is used by plant and animal breeders as a rapid method of making homozygous or purifying the desired stock. This is the use of this back cross, that it is used by plant and animal breeders as a rapid method of making homozygous or purifying the desired stock. Now we will show this cross between homozygous black and white Geneva pigs. These are two types of pigs, homozygous black and homozygous white Geneva pig. So what will happen here? Parents, we will take the homozygous black and homozygous white. This homozygous black we will represent or denote by capital D, B, capital B, and this homozygous white will be shown capital small a, small b, small b. So here, when these gametes are formed, this segregation occurs. This capital B, it is segregated, and you see here this small b also segregates, and this one from small b and one from capital B, it becomes the heterozygous black capital B, small b. These will be formed in the F1 generation. Now it will continue here, as you will see here also, that this back cross F1 and homodominant parent. This will show the cross between F1 and homodominant parent. Back cross F1 and homodominant parent. You see here capital B, small b. It will segregate gametes will be capital B, small b, and here capital B, capital B. So here you will see segregation capital B segregated here. So in tabulated form you see here this capital B, small b, and you will see here capital B, and when this is multiplied with this, it will form the capital B, and this is capital B, and when this small b is multiplied here, crossed here, so you will see the capital B, small b, and here capital B, small b. And finally back cross progeny will be capital B, and capital B is the homozygous black Geneva pigs, and capital B, small b, and capital B, small b, it is the heterozygous black Geneva pigs. So this was all about the back cross. I hope you have now studied, you have understood the back cross and the examples of back cross, uses of back cross, and diagrammatically we have shown to make you fully understand that what is this back cross, and in this way test cross and back cross we have completed. Now in next lecture there are few genetic terms, we will define them one by one in our next lecture tomorrow inshallah. Till tomorrow, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.